Masechta Bava basra Daf Kuf Yud Daled Amud Aleph. We're starting from the fourth line from the top. Itma, we had learned Kinyan when Benegay to Kinyan Chalipin, which Kinyan Chalipin is that he gives the buyer gives a handkerchief in exchange of what he's buying for the object that he's buying. Until when could either party retract once he does the Kinyan Chalipin? Rabba says, as long as they're sitting in the same location and they didn't get up, they could still retract. Rav Yosef argues, it says, as long as they are still dealing on the same topic, of that, the conversation is of the same topic, then they could still retract. Only if the topic changes. So Rav Yosef said, say the di mistaba. It's reasonable to say like my shita. The Amar Rabbi Yehuda, for Rabbi Yehuda says, three people that came to visit the sick, and the sick was giving instructions how to divide his nechasim after he dies. Ratzu Kaisen. If they wanted, they could write up the testimony in the star that they heard how he wants it should be divided. Of course, he made some kind of a kinyan. He made a kinyan chalipin with these chalakim that he was dividing as a Yerusha. Ratzu Eisendin. If they want, these three people came to be mevaka to visit the sick, and he gave them instructions. If they want, they don't have to be Eidos. They could be the Dayanim, because, like we said on the previous daf, that the Ein Shmiya Demeliriya, and here they saw it, and they could be Dayanim. Of course, it has to be by day, like we learned on the previous daf. Now, if you're going to think Kol's Man Sheyeshun, as long as they're sitting in the same location, the Chayla can back out. So if here we're talking about they're sitting at the same location, you say they can paskin adin. Leichush, how can we paskin adin? Leichush, let us be concerned. We have to be concerned. Maybe he's going to retract from his sabah because he could, because as long as in the sitting, we said according to the Tanakama, according to Rabba, Kolzman Shayesh, as long as they're sitting in the same location, he could retract, and we learned. If he could retract, how could they paskin adin if he still is able to retract? Ravashi said, so Zaraya that we have to say, what is the pshat that they can retract? Only, even while they're sitting, the din is that they can't retract once they go off the topic to another topic. Like Rav Yosef said, I said this sugya before Rav Kahana, and I asked him, Rav Yosef, according to Rav Yosef Shita, is it any better? Let us be concerned that how could they be dayanim? Let us be concerned while they're still dealing with that topic that he might retract. How could they paskin adin? How will you interpret it according to Rabbi Yosef? You have to say the Hira of Rabbi Yehuda that they can retract. So you have to say that it's the Yisliku that it's talking about. That they're going to change topics, and then once they change topics, they could paskin a din. But Kolzman, they're dealing with that topic, they cannot make a din. They cannot paskin a din. So too, so we can answer even according to Rabbah that you don't make a din ad kamu v'hada yesiva till they get up and then they sit down again. But nevertheless, Rav Yosef said his shita he feels is better because that's unusual for them to get up and then sit down again. And the halach is like Rav Yosef, and in three cases, in each of these cases, besada, by a field that, let's say the brothers inherited a field, and one of them had a field, had his own field next to one of the fields that they were inheriting, so he says he wants to get that field. So Rabbi Yosef says that the Yerushim could fight him and say that field that's next to your field is a very special field, and we want more money for it. It's Kinichse, the Bey Bar Marion. We had that on Daf Yud Beis Amud Beis in this Masechta. Second case is Inyan, our case, when they get to a topic. That Kolzman, they're dealing with that topic, he can retract. Once they get off the topic to another topic, they cannot retract. And Machzah is what we're going to learn later. If somebody says to his wife that my nechasim is to you and to the children, So the Isha takes half of the Nechasim. And we don't say they divide equally with the Banim. So even in that case, Rabbi Yosef says that she gets half. If the father said that half should go, that Nirse Lach Ulev Nayich, he said my nechasma to you and to the children. So the wife gets half of the nechasim. And that was the third case. And that the halach is like Rabbi Yosef. Zog the Gemara, we learned in the Mishnah, Isha is b'na, v'Isha is b'ayla, v'achei ha'im achila v'loy nayichlin. We learned the first case that a wife to her son, and a mother to a son, or a mother to her husband, or the nephews, the nephews to the brothers of the aim. So the din is manchilin, meaning the son could inherit the mother, but the mother cannot inherit the son. The husband can inherit the wife, but the wife cannot inherit the husband. The nephews could inherit the brothers of the mother, but the brothers of the mother cannot inherit the nephews. In fact, why do we need now the sefer? Why do we need this sefer? I'm sorry, this last case. We learned the reverse, and it's exact same cases in the Reisha. It says Ish es imay, a father, meaning to, and his mother, Ish es ishta, a man and his wife, ubnei achis, and the children and the nephews, noichalin, they can inherit, the nephews, or the husband could inherit the wife, and the son could inherit the mother. Just in the Reisha, it spoke about manchilan they bequeath, and in the Sefer it talks about noichlin that they can inherit. It's just the reverse, but it's the exact same cases. So why do we have to say this whole last clause in the Mishnah if we already know it from the previous clause? And you want to hakamash malan. This is what he's come to teach us. The Isha is b'na dumya, the Isha is baila. That the Isha the Isha and the meaning the mother and the son is similar to the wife and a husband. That what? My Isha, just like my Isha, who's bequeathing, it's that as baila, that the baila can inherit her. But in abal yedish the bakeva. But what's if the Isha died first, and then her parents died, and the Nachla came, so then the husband doesn't get the Yerusha, because only if she would have inherited it first, and then she died, then the husband gets it. But if the wife died before the inheritance took place, so it's only called Royi, she was fit to inherit. But since she died before she inherited, so the husband doesn't get to be Yiddish. Rather her son or her family, her brothers, but not the husband. Af Isha has been so too by a Isha who the son inherits is the mother. Sheina ben Yiddish ime bakeva. The son does not inherit if he died while the mother was alive, and then the mother died, so he is not considered as an inheritor. In order to say that really he inherited, and if he had no children, it should go to the paternal brothers. We don't say that. And the Gemara says, and the Rashbam says it's a svara. Because since the Ben died before the mother died, so his koyach of yashning the mother has gone. And just like, and it won't go, rather it's who's going to inherit that if the mother died after the son? Her brothers from any family from the mother's side, and not the son. The son lost the koyach of inheriting because he died before the wife, before the mother died. So this is what we have a similarity. Af Isha's bana ein haben Yerush Isha as ima bakeva. So too, if the son died before the mother died, and then only afterwards the mother died, so the son doesn't become an inheritor if he died before he can inherit. He lost the schus of inheriting in order to be madish, to bequeath to his own brothers, to the paternal brothers. Rather, it goes to her family. So Rabbi Yehuda, Rabbi Yehuda, Ben Rabbi Shimon, so the Rashbam says, why does it say Amar Rabbi Yehuda Mishum Rabbi Yehuda? It says because Rabbi Yehuda Rabbi Shimon was not the Rabbi Muvhak of Rabbi Yechanan. That's why he uses the Lashon Mishum. Says the Gemara, what do we learn out? The Torah from the pasuk we learn out of Yerush B'nai. A father inherits his son, and a mother inherits her son. Of course, only when the father is not alive. Like it says in the pasuk, "Chol bas Yerush nachlam matois." B'nai Yisrael, it says matois plural, matois b'nai Yisrael. So the lashon matois includes matei av and matei ein. Makish, to tell us, to compare matei ein to matei av, to compare the matei ein to the matei av. Ma matei av, just like the matei av, the din is of Yerush B'nai. Just like by matei av, the father inherits the son. Av matei ein, so too when matei ein, if the father is not alive, Isha Yerush B'nai, that the mother will inherit her son.